somebody's apparently not happy with us, which is a normal thing for us.
What? No, everybody loves us. We are. Look, I'm going with the Trump approach in Iran. Everyone is on board with us. 100% of the troops and everyone in America loves Revenge of the Sis.
And to be fair, we probably deserve some of it. But
oh yeah, this guy, he definitely hates us.
Yeah. Guess this is when was this show? Is this recent?
I believe it was just I think yesterday or the day before.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody sent it along to me, and I'll give a first name Connor. Thanks to Connor for hooking this up.
Oh, it's Gavin, by the way.
Fucking kid made a tweet.
Yeah. But there is something gay in this video, and it's the fact that there's another grown man breaking down a video of two dudes. Like,
yeah.
That's literally what Gavin does, though, right?
But that's what he's doing right now.
That's what the whole internet is. Can you believe this guy? All he does is watch videos and goof on shit. That's literally most of
That's what we do. That's what everybody does.
That's what everybody does.
There is something gay in this video, and it's the fact that there's another grown man breaking down a video of two dudes. Like,
yeah.
All right, but you're two grown men breaking down a video of a grown man
three dudes
breaking down a video of two dudes. Yeah. So it's very Inception-y.
Gayest part is the dude with the beard giving a shit.
With the pink shirt, the gaming chair.
Yeah, what a
That's not a gaming chair. This is a gaming chair. That's not a gaming chair.
We get shit for the gaming chairs too, but let's be honest, those old chairs were horrendous.
Yeah, and these are just comfortable, to be honest with you.
See, if you see here, that's obviously gay. How the hell?
That's the state of man today.
Yeah, a man watching two other men and claiming that's gay.
No, being a real man
is he not self-aware?
Being a real man is making out with Milo at the Pulse nightclub or shoving a butt plug up your ass for clicks. That's what real men do. Is sodomize themselves behind a paywall for clicks. That's what a real man does.
And look, I agree. But here's the thing. I mean, yes, you're right. Right now, we're two guys breaking down the video of two guys, breaking down the video of one guy, breaking down the video of two guys. But we're not shitting on that. He's shitting on that.
But, dude, these guys probably can't even, name 5 cereals.
It's like these sexless, overweight, out of shape, cynical douchebags who you often see in the studio audience at Compound Media. Remember in the 90s, they always
cheap shot, by the way. Very cheap shot. By the way,
we've never been to the compound. I mean, not during a show.
Well, I think he's just making a broad generalization, and then they get to put. Notice the cheap little shot at Anthony.
Yeah, what was
that
about?
That was a little weird.
That was mean. He lets you use the studio.
Yeah, very, very not cool.
Often see in the studio audience at Compound Media. Remember in the 90s, they always talked about how much they hated Giuliani and they miss old New York. Revenge of the Sis. Those two fucking losers are like that with their mics in their face.
Oh, you know those guys?
He's right. He's right on that one.
Hey, that guy sucks.
Hey, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's called not having a fucking life.
But you do this. You do this for a living too, Gavin.
Now, look, yes, thanks for watching the show, Gavin. We appreciate that. Number one,
always good to have a new fan.
It's good that you're a fan. I mean, we appreciate it. Honestly, this would have been bigger news had it been when Gavin mattered a couple years ago. But this is still nice.
Would have been really big. But I gotta say,
but again. No, but there's something I want to point out. And I don't care. Let him. I mean, he has a right to make fun of us. We make fun of him enough. That's fine. I'm not going to fucking lose my shit over it. Yeah, okay, fine. We have our mics in our face. I get it. But you're saying that you're sitting with a bookshelf filled with toys behind you. I understand you can make fun of our gaming chairs and our mics in our face, but you're sitting there with a Beastie Boys book, toys and motorcycles behind you, a Pee Wee Herman doll, and a little Trump troll doll. You don't see the irony there, Gavin?
Well, I mean, let's break down some differences because Gavin, I do believe Gavin is correct that we are very different in how we approach things and how we do things. On one hand, you sodomize yourself on camera for the lulls, I guess.
That's
for
fine.
The sexual enjoyment,
and good
whatever.
For you.
We don't do that. We're just fat, sexless losers. Here's some stuff that you may not know about us. Tonight, right, when our show ends, all of our fans that are fathers that have children will be able to go home and see them tonight because they're not in jail for 10 years for listening to us. See, so like everybody does things differently.
Yeah, I mean, we're all different here.
We're all different. I get it. I mean, you put your entire fan base in danger. You treat them like pay pigs. You constantly have a new scheme brewing that you can take their money. And then when they're all dried up and have no more money to give you, you send them out to engage in useless political street brawls. And now they'll be in prison and their children will have to talk to them on a phone through glass. So, again, we're all kind of different.
90s, they always talked about how much they hated Giuliani and they miss old New York. Revenge of the Cis. Those two fucking losers are like that with their mics in their face
Oh, you know those guys?
the whole show. Hey,
No, but you do.
that guy sucks.
They're riffers. They riff.
We didn't
riff.
we didn't say that guy sucks. We said if we just said you sucked, I mean that's fair. But we pointed out a lot of things that you did to the very people that you led.
Yeah, well, I've never said you sucked, Gavin. I've actually said you're pretty funny. I have called you a dangerous con man who has put many, many young men's lives and lifestyles completely at risk. Has left children fatherless for up to 7 to 10 years. We've called you a grifter, told you shouldn't have probably raised a bunch of money while your friends were trying to raise money to avoid prison. You probably shouldn't have stepped down to save your own neck from the Proud Boys while your boys were going to fucking prison. We talked about you living in a $2 million house and still begging for cash. I've said that you were a millionaire that should be a billionaire, but you're a fucking retard and you're your own worst enemy. But I don't think I've ever said he sucked.
But to be fair, we are fat.
Don't put words in my mouth.
No, but I said we are fat.
Oh, yeah, fat guys,
I
totally.
will accept that criticism.
yeah, totally.
We could lose a few pounds.
Yeah, I've been in shape before. You know what? It's not for me. It's too much work.
No, but we're fat.
Too
Again,
much
hey,
work, not enough payoff.
We're fat. Maybe we don't crush enough puss. I mean, maybe you're right.
Probably what it is.
Maybe it's just not enough puss that's being crushed.
Not
and
enough organized
I get
sports.
it. Not enough organized sports. I mean, maybe not enough organized street gangs.
Of course. And again, probably again, if you started lightly punching me and basically the equivalent of tickling me, maybe I couldn't name 5 cereals super fast. I get it, man. Not a real man. Got it.
You don't get it. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but it's really weird to comment on the state of men when your entire organization is basically just bros hanging out. Yeah, you're right. Naming breakfast cereals and kissing Milo. It's really difficult to make fun of our mics in our face when you have toys behind you. You know what I mean? Like, you literally have toys behind you. We all have our flaws, Gavin, but we have many flaws. And a lot of some people have criticized us. And you know what? I'll be honest with you. Some criticism has hurt because it's been true. I will try to be really honestly. I try to be self-aware. I've been trying to be more self-aware recently. There's been a lot of criticism that people have lobbed at us that it hurts sometimes. You're like, you know what? Some people have a point. That is something that we could be better at, that we're bad at, and that's fine. You're right. But none of the criticisms that we've ever done or none of the goofy shit that we've ever done has ever caused people to go to jail.
Yeah, go to jail, endanger their lives, get put on watch lists. I mean, again, you've done a lot more damage to people and to the culture than we ever could in our wildest dreams.
So those childish insults, which to be fair, we throw the same childish insults back at people all the time. So I'm not saying we're above childish insults, but we're also not sitting there with a suicidal tendencies hat in his fucking 50s trying to be cool with tattoos on him that look like you just picked them off the wall of a fucking Myrtle Beach fucking tattoo parlor at 2 a.m.
You really do look like a fucking Pompano Beach day shift stripper with those tattoos.
So I mean, we're sexist losers, I guess. I mean,
Sure,
that's
totally.
sure, fine.
You got me.
You got us.
You nailed me.
But again, our fans, some fans might have left us, some fans hate us, and some fans probably former fans make fun of us and think that we're shit or we're gay or whatever. And that's, that's fair. I'm not even going to fucking complain about that because look, man, we'd be hypocritical to fucking shit on people for making fun of us when all we do is make fun of people every single day. I understand that we do that. And sometimes you have to get your comeuppance and sometimes it's valid and sometimes it's stupid. I get it. But again, Revenge of the Cis has never been named a terrorist organization or have had people fight in the streets, and then you start a fund because you're going to fight the SPLC while people go to jail, Gavin. I mean, look, I think that is the reality of that statement is more than any funny things that we can make fun of. Sure, we could make fun of your stupid flannel shirt. Sure, we could make fun of the fact that you think you're Joe Everyman when you live in a $2.6 million mansion. Sure, we could make fun of all that stuff, and maybe we will in the future. But right now, Gavin, you're not the Gavin of the past. I'll tell you that. A lot of Proud Boys are disillusioned by you.
You've lost your shine. The glimmer is off of Gavin McInnes. And look, at the end of the day, we got a pretty packed chat room today because none of our fans are in fucking jail because of us. So, hey, you do it your way, we'll do it our way. You know what I mean?
That's fine. I mean, that's perfectly fine, Gavin. Our mics might be in our face, but our fans get to go home to their families tonight.
But you know what's not in my face? Milo's cock.
Yeah. So there you go. No, by the way, what's wrong with flannels? Nothing's wrong with flannels. I like flannels, but it's hard to be flannel everyman when you normally wear a $40,000 timepiece.
Exactly. The flannel's covering up a
the
fucking
problem. Right.
The flannel's covering up a Patek watch.
Yeah. Right. So,
Wow, that got to him, huh? What do you think he watched? What do you think he saw? You think he just
I don't know. I think he's probably seen all our stuff.
Seen a lot of it.
He's probably seen all our stuff.
He's the type to Google himself compulsively.
But yeah, you know what? You're right. We probably could skip a meal a time or two.
No, absolutely. And you could probably, I don't know, stop getting your fans sent to prison when they have children. Again, different strokes for different folks,
There you go. I think that's...
what if I stick a butt plug up my ass on the air? Would that make me a real man while I name cereals?
Yeah, does that make you cool?
If I wave a butt plug around on the air with my own shit coated on it, would that make me a real man?
So again, I will say that's fine. We make fun of us. We make fun of you. It seems only fair, but at least be grounded in reality here, Gavin. Mm-hmm. All right, Gavin, because the fact that you are now in the position where you used to be on fucking Fox News and all these news organizations, and now you're down here making fun of two guys with mics in their face, two fat, sexless virgins with mics in their face.
Yeah, seriously.
Says way more about you than it says about us. We good?
I think we're all right.
You good?
Thanks,
we good
Gavin.
now? All right, good.
Godspeed to you, though,
Yeah.
bud.
Good luck, sir. Good luck in all your future endeavors.
And schemes and scams.
Yeah, hey man, whatever you need to do. I think we have time for one more thing. Kind of the backlash. We talked about the Ricky Gervais thing, and have you seen the fucking backlash Gervais has gotten from the left? It has been fucking hilarious.
Media outlets are panning that performance as offensive, and others saying that nobody cared. One Vanity Fair writer even accusing the comedian of repeating a, quote, right-wing talking point. Ricky Gervais, however, is hitting right back on Twitter, saying how the bleep can teasing huge corporations and the richest, most...
By the way, somebody pointed out, Gavin talks about you for 5 to 10 seconds, and you go on a 3-minute rant. Yeah. That's what our show's about.
Yeah, it's called milking it for content.
I'm sorry, but yes.
It's called milking it for
Obviously, we have like 40 minutes to fill.
Yeah, if we hadn't taken such a late break, we probably would have went 10, 15.
It would have probably went longer. But I wanted to get to this. We don't lie about what we are. We are two dudes that shit on stuff.
And if he was too cool, he wouldn't have mentioned it at all,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah, that's right. But the difference is that in this ecosystem, Gavin has always made himself be like a top dog. He's been the guy. So again,
Like you noticed too, nobody else brought it up. He was waiting for it.
Yeah.
He was like, these revenge cis guys. He's been waiting for a while to let that out.
yeah, good for him. Sorry.